Right, hello and welcome to another video. Thanks for joining me and thanks for choosing my channel. If you are new to me, I mainly do landscapes and I work with acrylic paint. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Today I'm gonna go ahead and finish this painting. In part one, we did the cloud, the sky, the mountain. And in this part, we're gonna go ahead, finish the foreground, hopefully. Let's go ahead and paint some impression of distant trees over here, and then we're gonna move to the rocks and the waterfall. For the trees, I'm gonna use some hooker's green and some black, and then I'm gonna highlight them with maybe some cad orange. So with a round brush and some, as I said, green and black, I'm gonna make a dark green. I'm gonna go ahead indicate impression some evergreen trees over here. Some dark, indicating underpainting for some rocks over here. Again, some dark for indicating a few rocks, boulders, rocks, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to use some green for underpainting whatever vegetation is here. And same idea for this side. Some big rocks over here. Adding some raw umber in certain areas, just bringing in a few other colors for underpainting. And behind the waterfall, I'm just gonna go ahead, drop in some raw umber, some green, just as to block the area. Alright, with the underpainting done, now we're going to go ahead and highlight some of those trees and carve out a few of these rocks and finish the painting. I know it looks like a big mess, but that's just the underpainting. It will change in a minute. I'm working with the round brush, some lighter value of that green. I'm going to apply some mid-tone for the trees and then final highlight. We're going to continue with the filbert brush, and we're going to go ahead, carve out a few rocks here and there wherever we see dark. Just going to go ahead, use some highlight color, and for highlight color I'm going to use raw sienna, I'm going to use burnt umber, and I'm going to use raw umber as well. All those three colors and maybe some orange. So the light is coming this way. I'm going to go ahead and indication, impression of some rocks, and always soften few of those hard edges. And just like that, you can, come up with some impression of rocks. And I'm mainly using the body of the brush, not the tip of the brush. So just like that. Now for the waterfall area, I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna go ahead paint any rocks in here. Even, you could do it because technically all these rocks are behind the fall. But since I'm dropping the waterfall, I'm not gonna spend time, carving out any rocks over here. Just gonna keep it dark. But technically speaking, all these rocks gonna extend behind the fall as well, and the waterfall is actually running over these rocks. So now I'm going to come in with some green and paint indication, some maybe vegetation in between these rocks, and that helps to really carve these rocks out, make them look like they're part of the landscape. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint very impressionistically. I'm not actually painting actual leaves and stuff like that, just laying some colors over here. just like that, you know, smoosh it with my fingers. Few highlights here and there, same technique. I'm going to use the same brush, which is a brown brush. I'm going to bring in some blue. That's ultramarine blue plus white, a touch of white. And I'm going to come here and indicate my waterfall. So like everything else, I do the underpainting first with the blue, and then we're going to go ahead and highlight it, bring in some white, and that way we can indicate the impression of a water, you know, dropping. It's okay if you show some of the underpainting, because you know water is obviously transparent, so you know some of the rocky area, some of the brown may show. Alright, so we're moving on with the waterfall, but change of plan. I think I'm gonna go ahead and drop another fall around here. I don't know if it's gonna look good, and maybe divide this into two and have one, you know, little fall around this area, another fall maybe around that. So you know, I'm gonna try it, see if it looks better. With a lighter value of blue, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the fall. I'm not using a straight white yet. Softening some of the hard edges. So slowly but surely we building up the volume of the fall and some texture, some details. It's very tempting to use a straight white right away, bring highlights, but try to do that at the end of the painting process. And I'm just running my finger over it, creating some soft edges and stuff like that. Some of the background is showing, that's what we want. I'm bringing some white into my blue, adding some more white, a lighter value of that blue. Still, it's not a straight white. And I'm gonna come here and apply some highlights to the fall. And it's gonna be same technique. Just changing the color for the mid-tone highlights. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my blender brush, and I'm gonna go ahead create some mist at the bottom of the fall. And for that, I'm basically going to use the same value, the same color, blue, and then as I work in layers, I bring in lighter value, maybe some white, same as the mist that we created right there. We have to work in stages. Stage 1, we drop the base coat and then we let it dry, and then we're going to go over it. So if you like this technique, this is how I do it. You could also use dry brush technique to create some mist. That's an option as well. Dry brush technique can also be used. I have to mention that. So I'm going to come here, doesn't matter, use this brush or any other brush, just apply some paint. And this is just blue. And I'm gonna bring in my mister bottle. This is very fine mister bottle. You don't want to have a lot of water on your canvas. Just 2 actuations, just like that, and keep it away from your canvas. With a blender brush, I'm going to go ahead and just tap, and you see instantly creating impression of mist at the bottom of this fall. It's okay to run through your waterfall right into your waterfall. And as you see, you don't get perfect coverage, so that's why you have to work in layers. So let this layer dry, and then you can go over it 2 or 3 times, and eventually you add more white. White is opaque, and then you can cover the area.